Hello everybody and welcome. In this video, we'll take a look at various ways to be productive using Microsoft Excel. The goal is to address common situations people encounter and to show you quick and easy ways to handle them. There is no set learning pattern, so feel free to skip around using the timestamps below. All right, let's get into it. Let's start off with a common one, selecting big chunks of data. So let's say you have this big list and need to select it. And what most people do is click and drag to select a portion of the list. Yeah, that may work sometimes, yet it's not uncommon for Excel to go haywire on you if you have to select data that's not visible. So an easier way to select your data is to do a Control-Shift-Down arrow. That will select your entire column. Or you can do a Control-Shift-Right arrow to select the entire row. Let's say you need to move an entire column. Most people will do a combination of inserting a new column, cutting the data, then pasting it. Yet there is an easier way to move a column. You want to first select it, then let your mouse hover on the border of the selection until it becomes a four-headed arrow. Then hold your Shift key down and do a click and drag. As you move, you'll get this green I-beam appearance, so you have to pay attention because you want the I-beam to look like a vertical column before you let go. Let's say someone emails you a list and you clearly have to resize a lot of columns and rows. It's a hot mess. So instead of manually resizing each one individually, an easier way is to go up here into the upper left-hand corner and click on this icon. From there, you have some options. Option 1 is to do a double click between the A and the B, and that will resize your columns. From there, you can do a double click between the 1 and the 2, and that will resize your rows. Or, if you're into keyboard shortcuts, after everything is selected, you can do an Alt-HOI to get the columns, and then do an Alt-HOA to resize the rows. Choice is yours. Sometimes you have a file with a lot of sheets, and instead of using the mouse to move between them, you can press Control Page Up or Control Page Down to move between the sheets. Control Page Down will take you to the right, Control Page Up will take you to the left. Oftentimes you'll inherit a spreadsheet and it has a whole bunch of formulas in it, and let's say you want to see all of them. If you click on Formulas, Show Formulas, Excel will show you where all the formulas live. Or, alternatively, you can press Control and the accent graph to show your formulas. From there, you can click on a cell that contains a formula, then go up here and click where it says Evaluate Formula, which will open a dialog box that will walk you through all the steps Excel took to get that answer on your sheet. To reset everything, simply click Show Formulas again. Let's talk about names. Think of a name as being a way for you to give a cell or chunk of cells a label. And the benefit is you can then use that label in a formula as a substitution for a cell reference. Here's how it works. Let's say we want to get the average of our expenses. And sure, we could use the average function to figure it out. Yet, let's use a name instead. We'll start by selecting our total expenses. Then we'll go up here into the name box and we'll give this chunk of cells a name, making sure to press Enter. Next, we'll jump over to this cell and we'll type out equal, average, open paren. And instead of selecting our cells, we can simply type in the name, and Excel will know that label points to or refers to those cells over there. From there, we press Enter, and we're all set. Granted, this is a very simple example, yet you'll find out that names come in very handy, especially when you work with large sets of data and building such formulas as VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, and so on. Let's move on. Now it's time for a bonus. Believe it or not, you can use name ranges to cross-reference cells. Or put another way, you can use names to do two-way lookups. Here's how it's done. Start by selecting your chunk of cells and make sure to include the column and row labels. Next, go up and click where it says Formulas, Create from Selection. This will create a bunch of name ranges all at once, and we can see them when we go up here and click on the drop-down arrow. Now it's time for the magic move. We can do a two-way lookup just by using the names. The way it works is we type out our first name, let's say Rent, then press the spacebar and followed by another name, say March. And you'll see that Excel will show us the intersection of both those names. And we'll do a few more just to drive home the point. Very cool. Let's move on. Sometimes you have really large numbers in a cell and you want to show them in an abbreviated fashion. Let's say millions or billions. The way you do that is to first select your numbers, then go up here and click on this icon to get the cell format dialog box. From there, click on Custom and type the following to display your numbers in millions. There we go. And if you want to show your numbers in billions, just go back to that custom format section and type the following. Okay, looks good. Let's move on. Although this has been around for a while, a lot of people don't know that you can directly import data from the web into Excel. Let's say we were given the assignment of pulling in historical data from a major financial index, say the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and we happen to find all the information we need on this site. From here, we can copy the link, then go back into Excel and choose Data from Web, and at the prompt, we can paste in the web address. Excel will then give us a list of all the tables on that page, and if we want to view them, we can click over here on the left side to see the data. And if we like what we see, we can click on the Load button, and that will import the data into Excel. Once we do that, Excel will create a table for us, and we are pretty much all set. The added bonus is if our data changes from the source, we can also refresh it and update it here in Excel. Okay, moving on. Well, quite predictably, our good friends at Microsoft have integrated AI into Excel. So let's take a look. For example, we can leverage the built-in AI to answer questions about our list. From the Home tab, go over here and click on Analyze Data. From there, all you have to do is type a question. For instance, let's say I want to see the total profit by subcategory. And you'll notice that Excel will give us this nice nifty display. Or perhaps we want to see the average profit by quarter. Or maybe the top 3 states by sales. You get the idea. Let's keep going. This one might haunt you sometimes. Let's say you do a data import and for whatever reason, Excel is giving you an error about how your numbers are stored as text. Now this can be aggravating. So a quick way to fix this is to type the number 1 in a blank cell, then copy it. From there, highlight the cells with the error message, and then go up here and choose Paste, Paste Special, Multiply. Excel will work its magic, and the error is gone. Okay, moving on. It's a pretty safe bet that most of you watching this are familiar with the keyboard shortcut of Alt equal to add up your numbers. But here's a few twists you might not know. Let's go through a progression. We'll start by selecting our cells, leaving a blank row and blank column. From there, we'll press Alt equal, and you'll see that Excel has added up everything. Yet, I'd be willing to bet you might know that as well. So let's keep going. We can extend that by holding down our Control key as we select this chunk of cells here, along with this chunk of cells over here. Next, we'll press Alt equal, and you'll notice that Excel has added everything collectively. But you might know that as well. So let's try this one. You'll notice that we want to include grand totals as well. But how do we do that? Well, if we select all of our numbers and leave a blank column for our grand total, then press Alt equal, check this out. Excel has added up just the 2 total columns, showing us the grand total. Not too bad. And that'll do it. We'll see you in the next lesson.